Have you been to the Oscars, Sharon? Have you ever sat through it?
Yes.
Is it as torturous as people tell me it is?
Yeah, because you're thirsty and hungry and you want to go to the bathroom.
Wow. Having worked with you for
Because
years
it's
on
too
America...
long.
I've got to say, having worked with you for 4 years on America's Got Talent, if you were any one of those three things, all hell used to break loose. What was it like when all three were the problem?
It's uncomfortable, Piers. You get uncomfortable.
It is incredibly uncomfortable. And I think one of the biggest winners of the night was Glenn Close, who was supposed to be there and presenting an award, but got COVID at the last minute and couldn't attend, which I think is the Steve McQueen Great Escape Award. Because I just could not... Because you have to sit there. It's 3.5 hours, it's a ceremony. But you have to sit there, Bonnie, for 4.5 hours.
You don't want to escape because of COVID, though.
They get you in an hour before. 4.5 hours you sit there. No food, no drink. It's a nightmare.
Well, have you been to Catholic school?
Catholic school.
Yeah, that's my background. No biggie, no biggie.
Sharon, do you think on the Oscars generally, each year the ratings seem to dip, like all award ceremonies now? I think
people, very boring.
In a way, the pandemic sped all this up. It's like, are people done with award ceremonies? Are they done with watching a bunch of very rich, very famous people telling each other how great they are?
I think that award shows now aren't really popular at all. I think they're very passé. And it's like, oh, another award show, here we go again. Listen, the Oscars years ago were fantastic and the hosts were amazing. But it just seems to have been watered down, and it just seems that the hosts are reading off teleprompter.
I was also struck last night, Bonnie, there were a lot of big stars weren't there. All the ones you normally see, like Meryl Streep and all these, Tom Cruise couldn't be bothered, James Cameron couldn't be bothered. A lot of the really big, iconic figures in Hollywood just couldn't be bothered to go.
I'm with Sharon. I grew up on the Oscars.
Yes.
And I used to just, every year, I wanted to be there. It was glorious.
But they all used to go, and it was incredibly
Everybody
glamorous.
was there. There was a big band, there was music, there was entertainment, there was all this. Now it's like a corporate event that we just get invited to, and it's very twee, and it's very sad.
I've got the answer. They should have one more next year. Go on, Sharon.
No, I was going to say, Bonnie, do you remember when Billy Crystal used to
Oh, my goodness. My goodness.
Or David Niven when the streaker went by.
And there were real big stars who came, and you really sat there. You were really anxious. You didn't know who was going to win. There were no odds put out there in the street where you thought, oh, I know that movie's going to win, and it wins. You never knew. There were big bands that played all the music.
I have the solution. I have the solution. It's clearly run its course.
It's not glamorous anymore.
It's not glamorous.
Right, so what we should do is kill it off. We have one more Oscars next year, and we just unleash Ricky Gervais for 4 hours.
Yes,
and he basically spray guns.
And he buries it.
He spray guns the entire room, and then he has a deep bow, and that's it. And we play, and then at the end they do the music, and he's carried off. That would be it. Sharon, great to see you. Great to talk to you. Bonnie, lovely to see you. Thank you very much indeed.